don't get into the imposter syndrome that what if, like what if other people know that I'm not good at doing it for myself? That's totally fine. You are gifted. That's your gift. Hey, this is Iman Argai, serial entrepreneur, public speaker, international best-selling author, and today I want to talk to you about the 3 types of experts that we have out there and how you can actually launch your business as a coach, as a consultant, as a speaker, as a course creator. So, one of the things that a lot of people ask me on a regular basis is, Iman, what if I'm just starting absolutely from scratch and I never coached anybody? I'm like just doing this, like I don't have a lot of content or anything like that. Okay, let me tell you a secret, which is kind of a not so much secret, but most people don't think about this. Every single one of us, all of us, like all of the people that you guys know as world-class experts, we started from scratch. None of us was born as an international coach. None of us was born as an international speaker. None of us was born as an international best-selling author. None of us was any of this, okay? All of us built everything from scratch, like every piece of it from scratch, right? So you starting from scratch and not having content, not knowing your niche market, all of that you're just kind of like any one of us. Okay, so I mean, like this is not super unique about you, this is not super different. Like all of us did the exact same thing. We started from scratch, we did the stuff, we coached people, we just kind of took it from there. When I started my coaching business, I didn't even know what my topic is. I didn't know who I want to work with. It took me actually some time to realize actually what's the group of people that I'm excited and interested to work with. And I realized I'm always excited and passionate when I'm around entrepreneurs, when I'm around people who kind of want to make a difference in the world, that kind of their energy makes me energized, right? So I was like, okay, so that's super cool. I want to work with entrepreneurs, but I don't know actually what I want to teach them. I knew I wanted to teach them something, but I didn't know. Now, when it comes to teaching, you gotta understand that there are 3 types of experts that we have out there. I'm gonna actually break this down for you, okay? So the first type of experts are the type of experts that do like have done something for themselves. They put it into a step-by-step process, and they teach that step-by-step process to their clients, exactly how they've done it. For example, at the time I'm recording this video, I've created 53 online courses, right? Not bad, like I've created some courses. I've sold millions of dollars of online courses. And I put this into a step-by-step process. It's like 8-step process. And I teach people, like as part of one of my courses that we teach people how to create and sell online courses. Super cool. I've done it for myself. I achieved massive success with it. I put it into a step-by-step process and I'm teaching it to people, right? Now, you probably are amazing at something. You're amazing at losing weight. You're amazing at keeping your weight down. You're amazing at your financial freedom. You're amazing in interviews. You're amazing in, I don't know, like overcoming your stress. You're amazing at something. You're always happy, right? Doesn't matter what it is. You are amazing at one thing. And there are people that actually want to learn from you, and they need a step-by-step system to be able to get that result. They need a step-by-step system to keep their weight down, to get their financial freedom, to become happy, to keep their stress down, whatever that is, right? So the key to that type of expertise is putting it into a step-by-step system, teaching people how they can get the similar results, right? So that's one. But the second type of expertise is actually the type of expertise that is really hard for people to understand, like that they can actually do that. Now, many experts, especially when they're beginning, they get to the imposter syndrome. So this is what they think. They think, I haven't achieved anything in my life. I haven't achieved massive goals. I haven't achieved massive results. And who wants to learn from me? Why would people want to listen to me, And they get to this imposter syndrome. They're like, well, I'm not a world-class expert. Why do people want to listen to me, right? And that's the time that they decide, okay, not to do anything. They get weirded out. They kind of like don't do anything out there. They don't have the confidence, everything like that. Let me tell you a story. When I started my coaching business, I barely had a 6-figure. I didn't even have a 6-figure business. I don't remember if it was like under 6-figure or just barely over 6-figure. But it was just like barely getting started. I didn't have massive success. I wasn't known as a world-class expert. I was nobody, okay? At the time, I had a web design company. I knew that I wanted to help people. I knew that I want to work with entrepreneurs, okay? And I knew that I wanted to talk about marketing. Like that was something that sounded interesting and people wanted to learn from, right? So I put together an 8-people class for 8 weeks. And on week 1, I told them, I want to share with you marketing, like how to learn marketing. But I have a couple of conditions for you. Number 1, you have to show up at every single class unless you are on your way to hospital or you're dead. Do I have your commitment? They're like, yeah, we have your commitment. I'm like, okay, so that's number 1. Number 2, I want you to learn, implement, and give me feedback. I want you to learn from me, implement what I teach, and give me feedback so I can get better. Do I have your commitment? And they said yes. So then I went to a whiteboard. I had actually it was not a whiteboard, it was a flip chart. I went to my flip chart papers and I asked them, what do you want to learn about marketing? They started telling me the things they wanted to learn about marketing. I started writing them down one by one by one by one. And I wrote probably about 40 or 50 different topics. Okay? I looked at it as like, okay, so which one of these do I know? Which one of them I don't know? Which one of them do I want to learn? I chose the topics for the next 7 weeks. I taught some basics of marketing and I started choosing what I want to teach. Now for the next 8 weeks, I studied hard, I learned a lot, and I taught a lot. And I stood beside those 8 people and helped them to get results. Now, one of my students, his name was Roger, and he was doing 12 people events for 12 years. He's been doing this for 12 years. The biggest group of classes he had was 12 people. In 45 days of taking my class, he put together a 540 people event. 540 people event. I had never done a 540 people event myself. Now, one of my students went and did a 540 people event. Next time when I went on the stage, I told this story. As I did an event, and one of my students went from 12 people event to 540 people event, and people were looking at me and they're like, I want to learn how to do it. Now remember, I had never done a 540 people event myself, but people wanted to learn from me how to put together big events. Why? Because they wanted to get the result that my student got. I had another student, his name was Gobinder, and we helped him to go from not being booked for any talks in corporations to be booked for 6 months solidly in corporations within 6 months. It was amazing to see like how he changed his business. Now, I've never done a corporate talk. I have not done a corporate talk to this day, right? I just don't work with corporations. But when I told people about this, that Gobinder got this result, people were like, I want to learn how to do that. So people wanted to work with me not because of the results that I got, but because of the results that my clients got. Okay? Now, here's the thing. At the time, I did not have a successful business, I have a big business, but people wanted to work with me because they wanted to get the results that my clients get. Now let me explain to you how that happened. How could I be so amazing for other people and not be so good for myself? We as human beings are born with 24 gifts. Some of these gifts are dormant and some of these gifts are active. Now, sometimes you are gifted to do something, but this is a gift. What that means is that you are really good at doing it for others, but you can't do it for yourself. They're a gift. These things are gifts. So you can give it to others, but you can't use them for yourself. Have you ever seen a person come to your home and cleans up your home and organizes everything, and when they walk out, your room, your home is shining, right? Then you go to their own home and their home is messy. Why? Because the person has the gift of organizing. So they can organize your home, but their own room is messy. And here's what happens. When this person wants to teach, they get to the imposter syndrome. They think, well, my room is always messy. My room is always messy. Who wants to learn from me? You know who? Everybody. Here is why. The best football coach in the world is not the best football player in the world. The best football coach in the world is not the best football player in the world. The best basketball coach in the world is not the best basketball player in the world. The best bodybuilding coach in the world is not the best bodybuilder in the world. Now, does that mean they can't coach the best basketball players and the best football players and the best bodybuilders in the world? No. They are training some of the world's best because they are amazing at teaching. They don't get into imposter syndrome. They don't think, well, I'm not the best basketball player, so I don't have the right to teach basketball players. No, they are the best basketball coaches. Now, when it comes to entrepreneurs get into the imposter syndrome. They think, oh, I can't teach it because I'm not good at it for myself. Lots of people are amazing at giving strategies to others, but they can't implement those strategies in their own business. That's why there are lots of business coaches, there are lots of marketing mentors who are amazing for others, and they go and hire marketing mentors for themselves. You know how many marketing mentors are my students? You know how many students I have that they're marketing mentors, they're business coaches? They're running 7-figure businesses and they're still our students. You know why? Because they're amazing at teaching it to others, but they can't implement it for themselves. So they come to my programs, so we help them to actually grow their own business, right? They learn from us to use our skills for their own business, okay? So that's quite normal. That's quite normal. Don't get into the imposter syndrome that what if, you know, like what if other people know that I'm not good at doing it for myself? That's totally fine. You are gifted. That's your gift. That's your gift. You can do it for others. You can do it for yourself. That makes you a normal human being. So that's the second type of expert. The second type of experts are experts that can get amazing results for their students. And the reason people want to work with them is because of the result of their students. Now, the third type of experts are called researcher experts or interviewer experts. Okay. So the researcher experts or interviewer experts are the type of experts that they can get the content from interviewing and doing research. Now, let's say you give me a topic that I have no idea about. For example, I'm not vegan, right? I don't know how to be vegan. I don't know how to eat healthy. But you tell me, Iman, I want you to create a course on being vegan, on how to eat healthy as a vegan and how to actually succeed as being a vegan. Can I create that course? I'm not a vegan. Yes, absolutely, I can create that course. Here is how I can create that course. I'm gonna find 10 to 15 experts who are vegan experts, who are experts who talk about being vegan from different points of view. For example, how to be vegan and lose weight, how to be vegan and not eat fast food, right? Because there are lots of bad food that are vegan, right? So just being vegan doesn't mean being healthy. Like they're just two very different things, right? Now, I have all of these topics that I can go find experts and I can interview them. So I don't need to be vegan to be able to create a course on being vegan. I can create the interviews. I can do all these interviews with these experts and have a course with the world's best experts without even knowing a single thing about it myself. Okay? Now, do I need to pay these experts? No. Why? How come? How come I don't need to pay them? Because what I'm giving them is exposure. Now remember, I'm not getting one expert to teach the entire content. That would be very different. I am getting many experts to share a piece of content each. Now, why do they want to do that for free? Because I'm giving them exposure. If you want to learn more, they can go and buy their stuff. That's why they are doing it free. What I get in return is I get my content. So I can put together my entire course based on something I have zero idea about, based on the expertise of other people. Okay? So that gives us 3 types of expertise. What you have done amazing in your life, people want to do that, put that into a step-by-step process, teach people exactly what you did so they can get results. Number 2, teach people about what you can get them, help them to get results. If you don't know you can get them results, still teach, still put your heart and soul into it, and still help yourself and help them to get as best results as they can, right? That gives you competence and confidence. And the last one, interviewing the experts. Can you combine the 3? Absolutely. You can have a course that you are teaching based on your expertise and interviewing other people about the things that you are not massively experts at, and you can do some research, and based on that you can put together your course. Okay, so that's the 3 types of experts. If you are like, you can be one of those experts, like regardless, like any one of you that, like if you are watching this video, you can at least be an interviewer expert, even if you can't be a result expert, or if you can't be a role model expert. Okay, so don't make content an issue, don't make it an excuse for not creating your courses. You can be amazing, and you can create some of the world's best amazing programs. Okay, go out there, start creating content, start teaching, start becoming an expert, start becoming a public speaker, start putting your heart and mind in things that can make a massive impact in the world and change people's lives while you are building a successful business for yourself. If you haven't gone to my blog, imanaghay.com, make sure to go there, download our book, and that will help you to get started as a public speaker, to build a successful business as an expert, as a coach, to build a successful business around your expertise. Looking forward to seeing you in another one of my videos. If you're on YouTube, make sure to subscribe. If you're on Facebook or other places, make sure that you turn on your notification so you see whenever we share a piece of content. Looking forward to seeing you, and talk soon.